podcast. My name is William Hemsworth. Hope everyone is doing well today. We are continuing on in chapter 2. We're just moving right along here. Now, in today's passage, we're going to read about the death of King Herod and a dream that Joseph has saying that it is now safe to go back home to Israel. So as we previously read, the Holy Family had to escape into Egypt because King Herod was seeking to kill Jesus because he was a threat to his political power. So Matthew 2 verses 19 and 20 state, "When Herod died, an angel of the Lord suddenly appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, 'Get up, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel. For those who were seeking the child's life are dead.'" So a couple things on this verse. King Herod was, as we'll see in subsequent verses here, his rule spawned a whole lineage of King Herods, if you will. He had 3 sons. They all went on to govern different portions of Judea. We'll read about that in the next couple verses. The key thing on this passage is Matthew's continuous theme of Jesus being the new Moses. So we kind of see this with a comparison to Exodus chapter 4 verse 19, which says, "Now the Lord had said to Moses in Midian, 'Go back to Egypt, for all those who wanted to kill you are dead.'" Matthew is very purposeful in this. I know I want to sound like a broken record. Matthew wrote his gospel primarily to a Jewish audience. His readers would have put these things together. And I know in our culture we tend to read it from a Western point of view. But these things were groundbreaking during the time when this gospel was written. So I think it's also important that we realize those things now and piece those together, because it kind of gives us like another unique view on the gospel and the importance of the narrative that we read about every Christmas. Well, I know today's episode has been short. Really not a whole lot to go over there. Just that comparison again between, that link again that Matthew does between the Old and the New Testaments, saying, linking evidence together that Jesus is the Messiah that was foretold in the Old Testament. Matthew was a trained record keeper. After all, he was a tax collector, but he was also in the line of Levi, in the tribe of Levi. And in the tribe of Levi in the Old Testament, we read that all males were trained to be priests. So he was very familiar with the Old Testament, most likely had a good portion of it memorized. So I hope this helps a little bit. We'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless you guys. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Daily Bible. Please remember to share it with your friends. And if you're on iTunes, please go on and review it. It helps people find it in searches. God bless you. Take care.